How we doing today, guys? Welcome back to Rustic Rimfire 22. How's it going, guys? Back out on the range today. We're gonna have a little shootout. Got both my Tikka T1x's out. I refer to this one as Tikka 1 and Tikka 2. Biggest difference between the two. This is my first one I got last year. Actually, when I first started shooting. When I say that, so basically, I've always shot, I've hunted or whatever, gone squirrel hunting, deer hunting, stuff like that. But up until June of last year, I never shot targets or anything like that. Fella found me out at a range one day shooting a Ruger 1022 out at 230 yards on some steel plates, and he said, "You ever shoot ARA?" I said, "I never even heard of it." He said, "Well, you need to look into it." So about mid-June last year, 2024, I went and bought a B14R, and it messed up. Well, I didn't want to take the rest of the year out, so I ran down to a store and picked up my first Tikka T1x, and the B14 is now the wife's. So anyway, like I said, so basically I've been doing this about a year, and this is my first one. It used to have the Night Force on it when I was shooting ARA last year. Since then, I put that on Tikka 2. Tikka 1 now has a Mueller 8-32 by 44 on it. Arca rail. Still has a factory trigger in it. Everything about it's factory. 100%. I did add a cheek weld to it since I haven't been shooting ARA. But normally I had this taped on with like a sports tape, whatever, non-stick tape. Just shoot factory class. The crown on it, I had that recrowned. I had the threads taken off. Felt like the threads on it were throwing the rounds a little bit, and so I took it down and had them cut that off, put a target crown on, and it did tighten up the grooves pretty good. So pretty happy about that. A little bummed that I can't put my suppressor on it, but that's why I got Tikka 2. Other than that, yeah, this is completely 100% factory through and through. Tikka 2 is also factory. It does have a jarred trigger in it. Other than that, it still has the threads on it, so I can use my suppressor on this one, obviously. Got the Night Force on it. And that's about it. They both have they're set up identical. Normally, I gotta get a different rail for this one to be able to use this one-piece scope mount, but that works for now because I shoot Tikka 2 more than I shoot Tikka 1. But anyway, all right. So here's where we're at. We're at 50 yards. We got some SK pistol match and some SK Standard Plus. We're gonna run 3 rounds of 5 shots and do a little shootout, see which one shoots better. One's got a target crown, one's got the factory crown with threaded barrel. So stay tuned. Let me go down and get the cameras fired up, get the target hung, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, got a target set up down there at 50. You should be able to see that in the corner of the screen there. Also, we're starting with the Tikka 2. I already had it on the bipod. I didn't want to have to switch it around just to get started on that, so we're going to go backwards a little bit. So, like I said, Tikka 2 with the Night Force, jarred trigger, still has a factory threaded barrel. We're going to go ahead and start with some SK pistol match. I do have 15 rounds loaded up there, so let's get started. Gotta say what little bit of hearing I do have left. Let's not want to go in here. Gonna fight with me, I guess. There we go. I run the Safari Land rubber earplugs with the I don't know what it is, like a baffle in the middle or whatever. So if somebody's talking to you, you can still hear them. But when you fire a rifle, it stops the shock, I guess. They work pretty good. I've had them for a while and never had a problem with them so far. So, all right, we're gonna go at this cold bore. I did sight these in earlier this morning, just to make sure they were good and zeroed. But that was probably an hour or two ago, so they definitely are cold. Yeah, so we're just gonna go at it cold bore on target. All right, so what we're looking at is says Tikka 1 PM for pistol match up there at the top left corner. Got lucky today, it's not too windy yet. Plenty of bees though. Sorry guys. Was that 5 or 4? 4. Yep. That or I had a couple flyers there. I'll have to go back and look. I think there was 3 or 4 in that top group. 1 there in the middle. Yeah, there's one on bullseye and 4 up there and a little bit to the left. All right. Drop down 1 target. Oh, that was a bad flyer, huh? Definitely blaming that on the round. Well, that's 15 of those. All right. The last one wasn't too bad. The first one wasn't too bad. That middle one, I don't know, must have had a couple bad ones in there maybe. But all right, well, let me get some SK Standard Plus loaded up here, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Got 15 rounds of SK Standard Plus loaded up. We're going to get on the second row of targets over there. Should say, I believe, ST or S plus. Looks like it's going to split groups. I'm starting to wonder if the crown on this thing is just bad. This one is newer than Tikka 2 is newer than Tikka 1. This is a 2024. Tikka 1 is a 2023, I believe, 2022. I'll have to double check that when we get it up here. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh, that was it. I was trying to put a spent round back in it. All right. Let's grab the next 5, drop down 1 target. And it's a little stringy. Might have been just me, it's vertical. Oh, no, that wasn't 5. There's the other round right there. It just dropped down. I did not see that. Well, we'll put 1 more round on the top one, in the first target, and then we'll start on the next one. There we go. All right, now we're all evened up. All right, now we'll get down on the next target. Must have short stroked or something on that last round there. I didn't thought I had the spent shell come out. All right, second target there. Stuff's a little hotter than the pistol match. Sun's coming out, getting in my scope. I'm gonna have to get my shade out here. Yep. Hang on a second, guys. It's blinding me here. I'm gonna have to put my shade up real quick, and so it's we can keep it even there, the target. So okay, guys, sorry about that. I got my shade up here, so when I get on the scope, I can actually see the target there. There's a spot in the trees here that lets the sun through at a certain spot, and then it goes away again. All right, so we're on looks like it's going to be the 3rd round on the second target there. All right, get the next 5. Don't look too bad. Not bad for some standard plus that I have no idea about. This is the first time I've shot this lot, so they don't look too bad. We'll measure up the groups and everything when we get done with both rifles here. So give me just a minute, and we will switch over rifles, go to the Tikka 1, and get 15 rounds of the SK pistol match loaded up and get on target. All right, guys, back with the Tikka 1. Got that mounted up here. Got 15 rounds of the SK pistol match, same lot, 11974. So we get try those. Get on target here, see what happens. A little different going from the Night Force down to a Mueller. It does pretty good though. You adjust this parallax a little bit. Ain't too bad. Alright. See what happens here. Get first 5 on target. Well, she's a little stringy, but wasn't too bad. That cold bore shot got thrown up there a little bit, but don't look terrible, I guess. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually put these Standard Plus, or excuse me, the pistol match in this rifle. It mainly got fed Standard Plus and the Full Center X last year. Kind of funny, I wound up with the Tikka 2 because I took the threads off and started shooting challenge targets. So then they came out with that emerald green stock, so I had to have that, and that's what the Tikka 2 is the newer T1x emerald green. And then my 17 HMR is also the emerald green. This thing needs a trigger in it. I got used to shooting the jarred trigger in Tikka 2. I'm going to say the wind's pushing those to the left. At 5, 4. One more. The wind's really picking up now. No, I think that was the wind. still not bad. All right, let's get these last 5 in, and we'll switch over to Standard Plus. But yeah, like I said, this is what got me, went from the bottom of the list in A area last year in Michigan, made it to number 6 or 5, either 5 or 6, I don't remember now actually, but I shot my first 2500 with it, and I made it as high as 54 in the nation with it when we stopped shooting in October of 2024. But all right, that's 15 rounds of the pistol match. But yeah, like I say, let me get some SK Standard Plus loaded up here, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, got some SK Standard Plus loaded up. Got 15 rounds. I got one mag that's probably a little 1 round short because I lost count and I had one left over, so I may have to switch. One of them's only got 4 shots in it, and I didn't peel them back out to find out which. But let's just start with this one. Let's see here. Get on this target. Gonna be the 4th row over, top one there. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, that was the beginning of October, so I don't know exactly where I landed in December 31st, because that's when the area ends and then starts the new year on the 1st. But guys down south and out west and whatever keep shooting all year, so I imagine I dropped quite a few spots. But anyhow, that's kind of a little bit of a background on how I became such a Tikka fan. They made me look good. Because I'm definitely not that good a shooter, I don't think. Well, seems to be liking this lot of SK Standard Plus. Well, I believe that was me, but anyway. Well, let's see if it stays together. Let's get another group going here. That 5. Oh, one more. That's 5. All right. That group looks pretty good. Not bad for some SK Standard Plus and old Tikka T1x. I can't believe this doing that well with the Mueller, actually. I mean, the glass is pretty fair in it. I mean, it's for a budget scope. I think I got it set at, looks like about 28 power, somewhere just between 28 and 30. But it's not crystal clear, but it's not bad. Good enough that I put it on here, and I got one on my 17 HMR too. Wouldn't mind getting a couple more, actually. Yeah. That 5. I don't know why you always do that. Number 4, I think, is 5. Guess because I like the size of the group where it's at. Alright. That should be 5. Yep. Well, what do you think, guys? We'll get the target up here, get it measured up. I did remember my calipers today, so we can check them while we're here at the range and see what one's shooting better. All right, let me run down and grab this up, guys. We'll get a look at it. All right, guys, got the target all measured up here. I'll have a picture there in the corner for you so you can see it better. But so we got, I actually did this backwards. I had Tikka 1 here and Tikka 2 here. But we shot Tikka 2 first, and I used these here. So this is actually Tikka 2 and Tikka 1. But so it wasn't too bad for some random lot numbers of untested. We got first round here, that was cold bore. Went 495. Our second group, now this is the pistol match. Went 811. I don't know if that was me or the wind or what, but not good anyway. I remember that was that flyer. That one went way up there. That was terrible. I remember that now. Third round went 485. I'd say that other than that one flyer, that's pretty consistent. 495, 485. Over here with the Standard Plus, we had a 0.4 even. Then we went 0.5 even. Last group down here was 0.45. Excuse me, 445. Then we went over to Tikka 1. Pistol match, cold bore, first shot. First target was 0.650. Second target was 0.512. Third was 588. So just kind of whatever. This is the first time this rifle's been shot in 10, 11 months. It hasn't been out of the safe. So, but it was cleaned, before I put it away. But anyway, again, for random lots, I'm not too mad about this. If I was shooting for a match ammo, yeah, I probably wouldn't use neither one of them, honestly. But I already knew that about the Tikka 2 with the pistol match. The SK or the Standard Plus, I didn't know. I had never shot that. It's just I just got a couple boxes of it. But anyway, I forgot where I was at. 588 over here on the Standard Plus. Right up till I threw that one shot, it was went 310. Then I threw a shot over here, went 550. Second group went 355. Third group went 468. So now if they all look like that or better, I'd probably go ahead and run them for a rematch. But even the fours, I guess, isn't terrible. But you know, high 5, 5, 6, that's not going to get it done. So, but nevertheless, it was fun. Haven't had Tikka 1 out in a while, so like I said, it's been about good 10, 11 months. I think since the last time I shot it. Got this one, or excuse me, the other one with the Night Force on it, Tikka 2. I picked that up there just before Christmas last year, and been shooting that ever since. So, but I don't know, we might get a trigger to put in this just for because, and if there's other targets we want to shoot with it, we can. And if you guys want to see some other heads up matches between the two, maybe with some different ammunition, drop a comment down below there and let me know. Always up for try something different. But yeah, anyway, all right guys, I think that's about all I got for today. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope you're having a good weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll see you on the range.